show you a complete version of For Elise. I have another video up with For Elise where it's just the first two sections of For Elise. This is going to cover the entire song. So if you want all the letter notes for that whole song, I've got them up there now on letternoteplayer.com. You can have them for Elise. You can have them right there in front of you as you learn to play Beethoven's For Elise. Here's the way the opening part sounds. Then it goes on. So that's the part that I want to focus on this video. I want to focus on the rest of the piece of For Elise. So let's start with the right hand here. You've got E and C, then F and C, and then E, G, and C. And on the letter notes, I always spell them from the bottom up. So I'll spell this chord as an E, C, F, C, E, G, C. So you got, that's all in your right hand. And then you got two grace notes, F, A, F, A, C. So just kind of, then you go up to F, E, D, B flat, A, A, G, F, E, D, C, B flat, A. Okay, so you've got, and then you go up to a B flat there. Now that little turn is B flat, A, G, A, B flat, C. And then what I do is I transfer fingers right here. I transfer fingers to a thumb so that I've got D, D sharp, E, E, F, A, C. So my hand is ready to go all the way up there to the F. And then there's a little turn here that's optional, but it sounds good. So you got C, D, C, B, C, E, D, B, C. And then you go into this. I'll show you that in a minute. Now let's get the bass notes for that. You've got B flat and C, A and C, G, B flat and C. So together that sounds like this. Now in the bass you've just got an F chord that's going to spell as arpeggio. F, A, C, A, C, A. And then you're going to go to a B flat chord and we're going to put the B flat in the middle. Same arpeggio. F, B flat, D, B flat, D, B flat, F, E. Then it just goes back and forth. F, E, and you've got a F, G, and a B flat. So you've got that little cluster right there. F. That goes back and forth. F, E, F, G, B flat. And then you've got F, A, C, A, C, A, F, A, C, A, C, A, E, A, C, A. Then you've got a D octave. F, G, E, G, E, G, F, C. I'm going to go real slow on that. Slowly. So we've got. turn fits in there. Switch fingers. There's, when you go to this E, you go to an E down there in the bass. Now there's where the D comes in there. The double D's with the F right there. So you got a D minor sound. And then this is tricky to come back to that F. I don't know why that's tricky, but your hand will want to play a G right there. But you go to an F and an A in the right hand. There, now, your hand is going to want to stay on an E just like I did, but what you want to do is you want to go to an F right there. Now this turn is tricky. You can just play, so you don't even have to do the turn if you don't want to. Just hold that C and then hit the grace note E to the D. But if you put the turn, it fits like this. So just go to C, D, C, B, C, E, D, B. And then your last notes are going to be a C and an E in the right hand, in the left hand there. And then we go into this. Now let me play that a little more up to tempo this time, so you can just hear it up to tempo, and then we'll go on. So as we go on, you've got this in the right hand, and it's all going to work off of the C and the G. And then you're going to work up C, G, G, A, B, C, D. So you keep this G up here. And then you switch to a thumb right there. E, G, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, G, F, D. So you're going to go, I'm going to slow it down. C, G, 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 A, G, B, G, C, G, D, G, E, C, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, G, F, D, C, G. And up to tempo, it's. And then the second time you come out of that D, G, F, D, E, F, E, D, E, D sharp, E, F, E, D sharp, E, B, 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 E. And it goes right into that right there. So let's get the left hand. You've got, all you got is those two notes. Now when you've got there, you go this part. Now once you get past the A, you're going to go. So you're going to go F and G, E and G, D, F and G, and C triad, C, E, G. And then down here you're going to go to F and A, G and B, as just a little thirds played simultaneously. F, A, G, B, and C. So you've got, it'll slow it down. We'll go. Now this time, instead of going to that C, you're going to go to a B, a G sharp, and a B. And then you just play the standard piece right there with no repeats. That section. Now let's go back and play that section nearly up to tempo. I won't take it real fast, but you'll be able to hear it all together with the hands together. And then I've played it on from there. So as you play through this next section, you play it straight through and you end it right there, E, C, B, A. So when you play that regular section, he goes back and does a reprise of the opening of the piece. When you hit this A, you hit an A down here in the bass. And it's just a repeated pedal tone punctuated right there. Now the way I play that is I'll trade fingers, so that it keeps it pizzicato, it keeps it staccato. Mix you up if you want to just play with one finger, but what happens is you start to get it a little bit not quite right together on that, not quite even. So then let's get the treble chord. You've got a diminished seventh sound here on E. Diminished seventh is the train whistle sound. Like that builds excitement. If you hear it in the movies, they're tying me to the railroad track. That's the sound he does right there. So you got, go right to a D minor sound. So E diminished seventh, which is E, G, B flat, and C sharp. But what makes a diminished seventh is a minor third. You've got 3 half steps between each note. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you'll hear that sometimes when they'll score that, you'll hear it like that. So he's got that sound on an E right there. And of course, if you go another minor third, you're right back to an E. So a diminished seventh just keeps going up all the way across the keyboard. So once you play those 4 notes once, anything else would just be adding to it. And then we've got a pedal tone down here. Now there you go to an F, A, D, which is a D minor sound. And then we're going to go to here, C sharp and E, and a D and an F. And then we add a G sharp to that. So we got, and we come out of that with an A minor sound, A, C, E. And you keep this going all. So yeah, that's exactly what you've got. That A minor that A just keeps pulsing through there. And then after that A minor sound, Beethoven adds an open fifth. Nice little tom-tom sound there. So you've got, then we've got, now you can finger this however you want to. If you want to get cute with it, you can. But it's just going to be, it's easiest for me to just go thumb and little finger. And then you're going to a, so you're going to F and a D, then an E and a C, B and a D, and a C, F sharp, A. Then we've got C, A, C, A, E, C, B, D, C, E, A. Now there you may want to use both these fingers, slide to the index finger and little finger, and then you've got the thumb ready for that. So now when we put that in the left hand, you're going to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're going to do 6 of these. Then you're going to switch to a D sharp. You're going to do 6 of those. Then you're going to do 4 of these, E and A. And then we resolve that with a G sharp. And then on a regular piano, he has an octave. Beethoven has an octave right there. I don't have that octave on this little 61 notes, so you're going to just have to play a single note. But I've got it written in the letter notes as an octave. And then we go right back to this. Eventually going to a B flat. And then eventually going to a B. C sustained. So the left hand is just going to keep going that. Now let's put that together. Let's go slowly. there, when you hit this chord, you switch this to a D sharp, the D to a D sharp. And then we drop the F sharp out of there. We just play this. We play the C sharp or C F sharp A, and then drop the F sharp out and hit that twice. And when we play the C, A, E and C, then when we go to the B and D, we change this E and A to an E and a G sharp down there. Then we do it again. Now this time he doesn't do this. He doesn't throw the G sharp in there. Beethoven just keeps that. The reason is because he's headed to this B flat. So we're going to a B flat. Now this is tricky right there. You've got a G and an E flat, then you got an F and a D, and then an E flat and a C, and then a D, F, B flat. So to me, it's easiest to finger it like this. Thumb and ring finger, cross over with the little finger and the index finger, and then come back under with the thumb and the ring finger and slide down to here. But this is going to take you some practice. And then he keeps going down with that, down to the B flat, down to the A, and down to the G sharp, C, E, A, and then we've got a D, E, B. Now that D, E, B is actually an E7. He puts the E and the G sharp in the bass. So the second time through this section where we've got the A's together, so I'm going to take it slowly so that you can see every note. And here we go to that E7. Now we've got this. Now here's what happens there. And this actually goes off of the keyboard because it goes all the way up to an octave above this. It goes all the way up to an octave above this E. So I'm going to show you how to adapt it to a 61 note key. But I have the notes written in there just as if you had a full keyboard. But what we've got is we've got an A minor chord, A, C, E, arpeggiated. And it's set up in triplets. And he goes all the way up and then comes back down. So we've got A, C, E, come under A, C, E. And what I do is I finger that 1, 3, 5, thumb 3, 5, because then you come right back down with a D, C, B. So you got A, C, E, A, C, E, D, C, B, A, C, E, A, C, E, D, C, B, A, C, E, A, C, E, D, C, B. And then actually when you get up to here, you start with your coming down with the chromatic coming down right there. So, and then in the left hand you've just got an A, and then you've got an A minor chord. Staccato right there. So I'm going to go slowly so that you can see it, and then I'll take it up to tempo. See how my fingering works? So the first time I do 1, 2, 3, or anything, but I like to do 1, 2, 3 and come under with a 1, 3, 5, D, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't do a whole lot of fingering. If you've got another fingering that works, then go ahead and use it. I don't worry about fingering, but in this case it's going pretty fast because just taking the regular tempo, and I don't play this piece real fast, but it goes. And then I'm going to have to show you what I'll do right there to avoid going off the keyboard there. So you've got. Now when we get to here, what you're doing on coming down the chromatic scale, and it actually starts on an E, D sharp, D, C sharp, C, and I'm going to start right there. What I do on the chromatic scale is I play with my third finger, my middle finger, and my thumb. except where I've got the two white notes. And with the third finger on the black note, then I'm ready to play 2-1 right there. I don't always do that, but if I can do it that way, I do it because it's so much easier. And your fingers don't get mixed up. So when I'm coming through this on a short keyboard, I'm going to go. So I'm just going to hit this A and hold it and pretend I'm going through that and finish out my. Then we start coming down chromatically. And there's nothing in the left hand when you're coming down. So you just come down. And when you get to here, then you start, and then comes right out of that into the. And don't rush this. There's no reason that you've got to take it fast because it's just the notes. So take it however tempo that you can get it and get it smoothly. Back to this. Now we're bringing the whole thing to a close. Now here's how I'll end it. So just end it with E, C, B, and then play a C and an A in this hand and an A in that hand, and we've got the A minor sound. Now on Beethoven's music, he ends up with a lower, 1 octave lower. I can't reach that on this piano, so there you've got all of the notes for Elise. I've got the letter notes up there. I hope you enjoy working on the complete version.